Before I really get started, I want to say one thing. Goose, please listen to this live. Stop it right now if you're not listening to this on your podcast and it's recording. Make sure it's recording. It's recording? All right, you can listen to it now. You think I was going to let you listen? See, I know you. I know you too well. Unless you're just playing this on the pod, which is even funnier to me. So now you can listen. Hey, everybody, this is Goose's mentor, Felix Johnson, and you should be listening to my podcast with my best friend in comedy, Gabe Shively. That checks out new episodes every Tuesday, so you should be checking that out as much as possible, even if you have to stop listening to Unremarkable, because it's, let's say it together, Unremarkable. The original idea of this audio recording was going to be me making a podcast ad similar to the Babyface Dentures one, which is fine. But it has now turned into me calling out Goose for something that he stole from me and Gabe over on That Checks Out, new episodes every Tuesday. Gabe and I have been known as the most dangerous duo on a weeknight because we do silly things on weeknights. Now, when we first started our podcast, we had a promotional poster that we've handed out to a couple hundred people here in Wichita. Whether or not they listen, I have no idea. But we have this poster that's very similar to this yellow one that Goose made. Now that he stole it from us, I'm just going to make fun of everything that he described himself as. Now, first off, male? Sure, I'll give him that one. I'm not 100% on whether or not he's a dude. I've never seen his thingy because it's definitely not a penis or a dick or a cock. It's a thingy. 43 years old. I like the question mark around it because we've never explored the idea that Goose might be older than anyone on the face of the earth, including Dave Grubinick. 6 foot tall. That's not true whatsoever. That is not true at all. And I don't know who let him put it on there, but whomever it is, you should apologize publicly. Note my proper usage of the word whom, something Goose has never done in his life. It's hilarious to think that you are 6 foot tall. I almost said your government name, but I don't know how mysterious you're keeping it, but that's fine. 220 pounds. 6 foot, 220 pounds? You sound like you should be in the WWE. But your body's so sad. And I think you're working on it. I've heard that you're working on it. The results, unremarkable, branding. I like that. If you're using your body to brand yourself, that's awesome. And here's the only correction I'd make to the entire poster. Gorgeous eyes. I change out the word gorgeous for wall eyes. I think that's better fitting for you and your brand of being unremarkable. Goose, I love you, buddy. Hope to be on the pod soon. At Felix R. Johnson if you'd like to follow me. And new episodes every Tuesday for That Checks Out. God bless you. God keep you. I'm out.
I'm 6 foot.
The results were otherwise. Unremarkable.
Ew, what's going on there, Chief-O, huh, gang? What's happening? Gonna go watch the new Star Wars movie? What's going on? I don't know what you're into anymore, kid. You're growing up so fast. How we doing? Welcome back to the Speakeasy, gang. Just chilling over here, honestly. Taking it easy on a nice Sunday evening here. We're hanging out. We got some Smirnoff peach mango shit on tap. It's pretty good. I like it. I need to cut the carbs. I need to cut the sugar. It's too much. I'm your boy, your Capitan, your confidant, your little drinking buddy, your little guy. You don't leave me in a car when you get over here, you little bastard. Goose, Gonzo Gaspacho, on all platforms. Hear me out, man. Follow me. Follow the me and the pod. Do all those things. Hit the buttons. It costs you nothing. Honestly, you don't even go through your own feed. You're always on the Discover page. It doesn't matter. Just click a button, bro. It's really not that hard to do. I end up remembering that I just end up seeing some page that I'm like, when did I do that? I don't buy it. I don't think I did. I don't think I ever did. I think that Instagram ends up, maybe you pay for an ad one day and it just weasels your way into people following you that didn't actually do it. Anyway, hey, it's going great for us over here on the IGZ, on the Instagrams, the Facebooks, the TikToks. TikTok been wonderful to us. Hey, China man, China man, China, comma man, not Chinaman. I just need that to be clear that that's not what I said. I did not say Chinaman. I feel like Shane Gillis over here, huh? They're gonna come after me. You gotta stop the Asian hate. I don't know that we needed a campaign for that. I don't know that we needed to spend money on advertising. We definitely don't need to be spending money on advertising. What a time, by the way, to be putting out commercials to not hate the Jews. Haven't haven't seen a whole lot of physical abuse towards Jews right now. Haven't seen a whole lot of people getting jumped on the streets of New York City. You could just play whack-a-mole with that huge Gallagher hammer and wait for one of them to crawl up out of their scaredy hole in New York. Just fucking crush them. Haven't seen a whole lot of Jews getting the shit kicked out of them. So then why the timing of the commercials, of the little blue square commercials? I just listen, I see what you're doing. Okay. All right. It's like those anti-drug commercials, whatever that's called, the orange with the truth.com. Who's funding this bullshit? Who's giving you guys the money? Because it ain't the DARE program. I don't think they make a dime. Didn't work, by the way. Also, just make sure maybe if you have a police officer coming to tell you the dangers of any addictive thing out there, make sure they don't go to their car in the parking lot of the school for a smoke break. Maybe make sure they get a little further away down the road, or yonder. Just go to the fucking 7-Eleven. It's right there. You can get yourself another pack. You can get yourself one of those alluring maple bars. Ooh wee, my favorite. I love a good maple bar. I think that's one of the things I have in common with police officers. I could see myself, crushing down a few maple bars in the patrol vehicle. I'm giving you dog too many snacks. I'm I'm just feeding that German Shepherd. I'm feeding Chappie all the shitty donuts, and hey, not the worst thing to happen in a police vehicle. Apparently, all it takes is an acorn falling on a fucking cop car. Did you see the video, bro? Guy's got his body cam going. Acorn falls on top of the car. You could see it in the video. That's all that happened. He mistakes this sound for a gunshot going off inside the vehicle. And you see him barrel roll in the grass right there. Like, oh man, I'm in. And just unloads into his vehicle. You are luckier than Houdini to be handcuffed in the back of a vehicle that, fortunately, for I don't know who, are not bulletproof vehicles. I don't know why that's not a fucking thing. Why you wouldn't put some kind of resistance glass onto a cop car? Maybe you don't go through the car wash correctly afterward. Maybe you need the screen protectors on the windshield if you have that kind of material, the bulletproof glass. But what in the fuck are we doing here? Did you get? I always think of the Dukes of Hazzard with Johnny Knoxville in there. Best Dukes of Hazzard, by the way. Shout out Johnny Knoxville. You're aging weird. Yeah, there was a cop in that movie. There was like we just had to finish the game Dune, and they gave us a gun and a badge. That's how I feel, bro. That's how I feel things are going. I don't know at what point we take a step back and think maybe some training for these guys, because you can't tell by the body cam footage. Not the most graceful barrel roll, I think, though. I think maybe he bounced a little bit. Jesus Christ. Rolled his ankle on the way up. Give the guy a break. Oh, I mean, what are we doing here? That was a gift. Thank you for that. There's not a lot of times that we see body cam footage come out. Probably the week of the happening.
Unedited.
Unedited. You put the hood up, so the dash cam, I only turn my camera on when I want something to happen. You guys, I don't know why we're wasting all this equipment, all this good equipment on cops. Hey, I'll leave the camera running. Send it my way. We could use some fucking equipment up here. I'm gonna shoot a fucking special for my chest. It'll be like we're in the metaverse, huh? All this VR shit. It hasn't gotten scary like we thought it would. And I'm waiting for that. But honestly, what's scary now? Aliens were confirmed, bro. Aliens were confirmed, and I feel like I bring this up way too often, but I don't like the way that you people react. I don't like it. They had said they had. I mean, you need to know lawyer terms a little bit, but it wasn't that. The guy didn't have a fucking lexicon on him. He said non-human genetics was right. That was what he said. Sound like a body to you? Because it sounds like a body to me. Maybe not the body that most of you guys are, usually referring to. Usually it's you bragging about fucking easy women. Where's my fucking trophy from basketball? I want my pat on the back. You guys are just taking W's wherever you consider them to be. This is definitely the generation that everybody got trophies. You know what I mean? It's a win for you. Oh, well, I didn't tell anybody that I couldn't get hard because I had too much coke in me, and all that shit. But she let me put it. If I would have got it in, there was consent, and that's a win for me. You guys are fucking losers. You guys are fucking losers, dude. Everybody's on drugs, and that's the whole thing. I thought I was hanging around with gangsters there for a little while until I found I had to do some critical thinking, like, oh, you're on drugs. That's it. It's just you're a bunch of lunatics. You're just a bunch of crazy people doing crazy people things. You're not gangsters. You're just drug addicts. And it took me, I don't know why it took me a little while to realize that I'm kind of an idiot. I don't know if you guys have picked that up about me. I don't read I don't read into things too well right when they happen. It takes me a few years. I was like, oh, I was bullied by the retarded kids. I wonder why that was. And then, 9 years later, I go, I was in fucking Read 180 with them. Oh, damn. I never thought about why I was in class with them. Not a critical thinker over here. Really not. I don't know how I've gotten as far as I have. Somehow I'm able to do observational comedy sometimes. Not about clean stuff. But it's there, I'm able to think, right? I'm able to I'm able to compare and contrast a little bit. I do think I should get a test done. And I would love if anybody could hit us up with a way to do that. I want to do it like I want to really do it. And if the way that you really do it is just clicking a link on something and you can get it done right there, then shame on you. Because I feel like there's some real testing to be done there. I don't know how to use an abacus. Okay. But I feel like I could do better than any of our presidents. God willing, I like to think I'm a little more mentally sound than them, and if not, then I understand why nobody's watching. But it's a show, baby. I could have followers no matter what I say. Look at Wendy Williams. fuck me. You guys were real fans of her for a while. Wow. No wonder. No wonder I have trust issues as to who's watching and who's not watching. She just got diagnosed with dementia. Dementia, which if you didn't see coming, I don't know what to do for you. I don't know what we can do about that. Wishing death on celebrities, well-known celebrities, ones that could sue for defamation kind of shit. That's her. This is the bitch that you guys were following for a little while. Frontotemporal dementia. Yeah, I don't know. Fucking words. Okay. She's crazy. And listen, I have sympathy for crazy. I do. Because crazy happens. But you're watching her TV show as if I could have put a camera in front of my grandma's last month with us and you'd have eaten it all up. What are we doing here? These are the people that you make famous. And this is, I don't even know how this bitch came to be famous. I don't know how it happened. I don't know her history. I do know that you guys people are just popping out of the woodwork, dude. And I hate to think that I need to look into people to figure out if I like them or not, because I'm giving them first glance judgment. Honestly, right now, really bad. We have a new freshman class for double XL. I love hip hop. I'm a huge fan, but I'm scared to take the time to go through their list because I don't think it's worth a shit. X the plug, shout out. I do love you. I think you're great. Texas, baby. But other than that, I just can't do it. I don't have the patience. And I don't know that I want the patience, to sit through your shit. I know that could definitely be said for this show. Sure. Whatever. Give me 5, give me a hot 5. I'm bound to do something. Check out the clips or whatever you want. There's highlights. Okay. It's a solo fucking pod. What would you like for me to do? All right. We'll have guests on. Felix Johnson, that fucking circus bear. My friend the animal, we'll have him on. If we can fit him through that fucking door, we could break down a wall. He can come in here. His head's fucking hitting the ceiling and his knuckles are fucking up the carpet. But we'll have him on. We will have guests, I promise you. I am 6 foot, by the way. What the fuck was that? I don't know why you're spreading misinformation about me on my own fucking show. I'm 6 foot. I'll prove it to you if you book me. I'll come through and I'll shake some babies and sign some titties, and you can break out the tape measure and we'll find out what's what. You can't measure my dick.
What's what?
I'm 6 fucking foot. Wow. I'm not 5'9". And by the way, this guy's like 6'4". I don't think he's able to accurately judge anybody's fucking height. I don't know when he lost a chromosome, because he's played ball with people that are 6 foot. He works with people that are 6 foot. He does comedy with people that are 6 foot. I'm 6 fucking foot. What? By the way, that flyer I made because I got bored is a template, you cunt. It's something if that's stealing, then you stole, dipshit. Felix Johnson, everybody. Shout out. I know he needs it. We'll get him down here. We'll make sure that the zoo gives him his vaccines, and we'll transport his fucking furry ass down here to the border and make sure that they don't think that we got him from Skull Island. Gang, we're a little ways from any of the holidays that are coming up throughout this year, which is fine. But what you need to do right now is start planning ahead. I know we've all fallen victim to doing last minute purchases, and then you can't get people the things that you would think that they would enjoy. Fucking spend a little money on your loved ones, for Christ's sake. It's hard out here for everybody, and wouldn't it be nice to get something that you knew somebody really put a little bit of money into? Guys, our very first sponsor, Babyface Dentures, are going to make sure that your grandma and your grandpa, or your mima or your peepaw, your mom and your pop, whoever in your life is needing some dental assistance. I know where my grandma was going. She wanted a new smile. She wanted something fix her up a little bit going on in her face a little bit. But, she didn't want the dentures. She didn't want the phony bones. Guys, babyfacedentures.com. You go to this website. It's the only service on the planet that we know of that offers real bones, real teeth, guys. And listen, it's all made possible by donation, or by the donors. The donors, people. These people are heroes, donors. All right, you're going to go to the website, babyfacedentures.com. They got all these pictures to pick through, all these young smiling faces. They're gone, but there's nothing to feel bad about. It's all made possible by donors. You're going to go there. You're going to pick out a smile. You're going to put in that promo code GANDER. All right. You're going to save up to 19% now, guys. We're up to 19% on this service. All right. And you pick whichever smile is going to go right. They could figure out whoever it is. And, listen, this happens pretty quickly, guys. All these services now are right to your door. They promise by the time that kid is 6 feet under, you're going to hear a knock at your door. Okay. Babyface Dentures is promising absolute value. They can promise you that the first time you use their service is going to be their only time. We also have a promotional deal here at Unremarkable with Babyface Dentures called Meet the Flockers, where you can sign up to meet the family of the child whose smile has brightened your now day, so that they can see their child smile one last time. Guys, Babyface Dentures, promo code GANDER. Get it! We just did Alamogordo last night, which won't be last night once this episode drops, for sure. Just another place where it would be it wouldn't be legal by the state to have Felix Johnson as a pet. I mean, God damn it, that kid. They were a great time. Thank you, Alamogordo, for having us. That was a good time. We had a police escort during my set, which always welcomed. Always, please, if there's any time that there's going to be a police escort, make sure it's during my set. I love it. It totally works out for me. I know I never know. I'm not a crowd work guy, so I don't know what to do about when someone gets 86th from one out of the 5 restaurants in Alamogordo. That's a fun one. Damn it, Brittany. Why can't take my wife anywhere? She's a huge bitch, I guess. Probably found that out early on. The red flags are there. They always are. It's kind of just on you to see them. Shout out Wendy Williams. I know she needs it. If you guys could just stop making crazy people famous, that'd be great. Shane Gillis just did SNL. That's fucking full circle, man. If it weren't for white women on just some altruism trip, maybe he wouldn't have the career that he did right now. So thanks, white women, for being offended for everyone else. Fucking dumb pieces of shit you are. I just don't have too much going on anymore. Tommy won't let me get a 9 to 5. He doesn't think that women should be working, and his ego would be really hurt if I were to help finance the house that he's gambling on. And the HOA doesn't let me do anything. So all I have to do with my life is comment on Facebook. Start the Asian hate again is what we need. Start the Asian hate. I'll start. No, uh right here, first on Unremarkable. We got signs that say no Asians on the outside. I'm kidding. I love Asian people. I'm going to joke about you. I'm going to joke about everybody. And that's one thing I don't even feel I need to give a disclaimer for. You're watching. Yeah, let me paint the picture for you. For a lot of people, in their minds, the only thing that stands between them and becoming a podcaster is putting a microphone in front of you and recording on a camera. Simply not how it goes. All right? You're being rude, thinking that you can do what I do. This is a solo pod. You ever seen Christ, what's his name? Michael Kramer. Richards. You ever seen Michael Richards perform? Because once you get to bombing, you start pulling out the big guns, trying to get, a reaction and hope that it goes well. I like to think that if Michael Richards had pulled that shit, nowadays he'd have been, just in the history books forever. Shout out Michael Richards. I know he needs it. I have, a shrine for you in this apartment, you poor bastard. I think he was the greatest wild card character on a sitcom ever. If you don't like Seinfeld, go fuck yourself. Do you not? Why? What's the problem with Seinfeld? If it's Jerry, I understand. I don't know that I think I'd get along with the guy, but I don't think we would like really care for each other. I think, Oh, and by the way, I don't know if you guys know this. You can do lunch with somebody that you don't like. It's not impossible to have different opinions on things. It's just not. We need to start the movement back up where people shut the fuck up about who they voted for. Please, for Christ's sake, for the fucking sake of Christmas Eve, please stop telling people who you voted for. That's it. That's, like that's the whole campaign. Please. We were in a much simpler time. When it was rude, and it still should be rude to say who you voted for, because for a lot of you that became your whole fucking identity, and you're just intolerable. You're just not. I don't care if the beer's on you. I don't want to have a drink with you. I don't care what it is. I don't care whose name is on that sign in your front yard. It could be anybody. Get it together, baby. Get it together and fucking get a hobby, for the love of God, because you people are just man, fucking boy howdy. What I would kill for just some blind nationalist, mentality without the picking of side. You're in the same country as one another. You're not complaining about another country now. You look silly. I don't know. You guys look way fucking dumber than you think. And it's a huge waste of time. I can't wait for a big old rock to hit this one. And then it's just all over. Listen, we don't have to spend hours on this podcast anymore. We don't have to do our dumbass 9 to 5s. Just return to sender. You know, just give them back to God. You know, just chef's kiss. I don't care. I hope everything goes. You know, like a good garage sale. Nothing's left. Even mom's scarf collection is gone. Everything's done. And then I'm happy. And then I can sleep. I feel like it'll make me feel like Tony Stark in that fucking last Avengers movie. You can rest now. Thank you. Thank you. Did I compare myself to Jesus? Ask the church that compared the Avengers movie to the story of Jesus Christ. That was a thing. That was a fucking thing. And nuts. And bro, oh my God, I could have done that. I could have compared Tony Stark to Jesus Christ. But a church doing it is something special. You know, it's just I don't think anybody put on a play where some guy with a Van Dyke for facial hair was nailed to a cross or anything. But oh, wouldn't you love to see it? Wouldn't you? I would pay Matt Rife rates for that. I really would. We're reaching an era. We're reaching the seasons where Unremarkable is going to become a sweaty podcast unless we figure something out. It's gonna get hot in her, and I hope. Shout out Nelly. I hope to God maybe we're a little skinnier. You know, maybe sweating's not so bad over here. You know, maybe when you're. I don't know if you guys have ever thought about this. I was skinny at one point. When you're skinny and you start sweating everywhere on your body, it's kind of sexy. You know, it's kind of in a Sahara kind of way. You know, Matthew McConaughey waddling up to you, all delusional in that wife beater. You can't help but get wet in the butt. Okay, but when you got a little fucking cushion on you, Hollywood don't care if you're sweaty. Now you're the comic relief. You know, and I listen. I hope that for everybody. I hope we all get a little skinnier. Before we start sweating, because this year is going to be the hottest on record, and I know it, and you write that down, because my predictions for this year, I'm like Nostradamus, baby. I'm in this shit. I'm making my predictions, and I'm about to be the Tony Ramo of predictions for this year. World War III is going to be debatable somehow. Like the global pandemic, is COVID still happening or not? That kind of thing. You know, when an illness is around still, and everybody goes, "Is it still a thing?" It's still a thing, but and we're and we're gonna reach new heights with that standard this year, because we're about to reach World War III. I think it's gonna start this year. And I don't think America is gonna call it a war, because it's not gonna reach America. I hope it reaches some of you. Some of you can go. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Actually, America's one of the ones that could go for sure. I mean, I had to tell somebody the other day that there was a difference between Austria and Australia. He was saying, isn't Arnold Schwarzenegger Australian? I'm like, have you heard him fucking talk, dipshit? have you heard Arnold Schwarzenegger's voiceover for that Outback Steakhouse commercial recently? Good Christ, man. Austria, I love you guys. You make weapons like nobody else. Totally unlike to Belgium. I don't know how many weapons are actually produced by America. Maybe it's for the better. America goes kaput. We end up a fucking third world country. Not that it's not bad enough already. I know that some of you here that we're doing all right over here, but no, it's a few people. It's a few people doing like pretty kick ass. And then the rest of us are, some of us didn't go to college. And if you're thinking, well, then fuck you, I guess that's fair. But listen, sometimes your family ain't doing so good. Sometimes you don't want to put yourself through the ringer with debt. God knows I wish money was no obstacle. I mean, honestly, I'm just really hoping there's an uncle out there somewhere that I don't know about that's doing really well. He sees the podcast is going well, and he puts me on the will. It's a nice little surprise. Whatever happened to the Publishers Clearinghouse? Is that not a thing anymore? I'd love for a novelty-sized check to come knocking on my door. I'll take that one to the bank. I won't even ask for the little paper one. I'm gonna keep it around. I'm gonna figure out a way to keep it in my wallet. That fucking gigantic styrofoam check. Let's go. I don't know if Nielsen families are still around or if the CIA has whittled that into just knowing what's popular. Just if the birds around are recording the right things, then we know what to make. We know where the Billboard charts are gonna be real soon. Music, fucking get a hold of yourself. The mainstream artists are just going to shit. There's got to be like 4 that account for something. 4 like actually talented people that mainstream music has just boosted over time. Taylor Swift doesn't count, children, because she was becoming famous when I was in high school. I know it sounds like 20 years ago. It's not. It was a little while ago, though. I think that she picked up speed on her own. I know before the last episode, I said that Texas needs to become its own country. Listen, I'll be on the board. Okay. Don't gotta come yanking my chain. I hear you. All right. I'll be a rep of some sort. These people need a voice. And I don't know that they know how to record things like this. So I'll have to this will be just the apocalyptic SOS. Is anybody out there kind of podcast? And let's get Cy into that man puts out boppers. Joe Biden never put out boppers when he was vice president. Did Pence ever put out boppers? No, I think he bopped some women around.
Clinton did, though.
Clinton, special case. The man played the alto sax. I mean, that's the sexiest instrument on the planet. I don't remember there being a recorded album. But, hey, let's get that now. Clinton. Billy, if you're hearing this. Now's the time, Bubba. Now's the time. They can't say no to you. Let's just get that album going. Listen, I'm a big fan of Ben Webster. I love me some fucking old-timey smooth jazz. I'm into it. And surprisingly into it. I know he's heard that a million times before. I know you've heard the phrase "I'm game" over and over again throughout your life, Bill. But let's get that saxophone shit going. It's a night. Listen, I played it at one point. I played it really well. I did the best altos. I blew that son of a bitch. And now I can't do Trump without making it sound like he's sucking a dick. So, what do you want from me, kid? Okay, guys, listen. What you need to do is follow the pod, hit up TikTok, Instagram, Goose Comedy, Facebook. Do all the button pressing, kid. Leave a comment. I know some of you got opinions. Leave a do a little doot on the social medias there for us. We're trying to keep tabs on you guys. We're very interactive. Somebody asked for my social security number the other day. Gave it right to them. Didn't put up no fuss. Rest assured, we will be around, shaking babies, kissing titties, signing hands. Guys, wait for the next episode. The clips are coming out. We're doing our thingo over here. Cypher Vice President. Miss me.